Hello, this is Rockin Roy, and this is a serious video that you need to watch. And this biblical prophecy is coming to pass here these days. And I'm going to demonstrate here from Matthew chapter 24, starting at verse 4 to 16. I'm going to talk about this pandemic here for a second. These health officials, governors, and mayors are messing up this country fast. By closing everything down is not the answer, okay? It's a highly contagious virus, but very few people are dying. And no matter how you shut everything down, people are catching it anyway. And you're going to catch it. Everybody's going to catch it. And the vast majority is going to recover. So we need to open up this country. Because guess what? Everybody's losing their jobs, and then they went on unemployment, and now there's so many people trying to get unemployment, they cut it off. Now we have poverty-stricken people by the millions who have no jobs because they want to keep everybody safe and closed businesses. So now we have everybody on their way to the streets. What kind of safety is that? You know, before they were sustaining their life, now they're heading towards the streets by the millions. Think about that. Over almost 9 million people have recovered so far. Had already recovered naturally with no medicine worldwide. Now, the news media is making it look like this is a deadly virus. If you catch it, you're going to die. And that's not the case, okay? With almost 9 million people that already recovered, the number speaks for itself, okay? Now, I'm going to take you to Matthew chapter 24, verse 4, starting here. I'm going to explain a few things as I'm reading this. Here we go. And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars, and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. You're talking about World War I, World War II, okay? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences. There you go, with the virus and earthquakes in diverse places. Okay? All these things are the beginning of sorrows. Think about that. All these things are the beginning of sorrows because everybody's losing their jobs and their houses and their apartments, and everyone is going to wind up homeless on the streets because these people want to keep everybody safe. Well, guess what? Being on the streets with millions of other people is not safe, okay? Here we go. Then they shall deliver you up and afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated for all nations for my sake. Look at what's going on in the Middle East with Christians. Look at Trump. The news media hates him because he's Christian. And the news media caused the whole world to hate him. And this is right here coming to pass. You know, never been before like this. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Because people are looking out for themselves, you know. They turn away from God, and they start turning towards themselves for survival's sake or whatever, you know. And things get ugly, and they start going opposite of the way they used to be, you know. And many false prophets shall rise and deceive many. Okay, that's what's going on with money. There's so many fellowships out there and news. On TV and whatnot, trying to get money. That's all they talk about. Give. They don't talk about the gospel. They just want your money, you know. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now get this. The movie industry. Because iniquity shall abound, sin shall be in abundance and accepted as normal, causing the love of many to be waxed cold. Now, with the movie industry and video games and all these things, all this sick stuff that you're seeing these days, the sicker, the more people just, it's terrible. Everybody accepts it as normal. And then they become wax cold. And only into themselves. That's it. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, if you're strong in the faith to the end, no matter what obstacles come your way, come against you, no matter push comes to shove, you're still on God's side. Never mind about yourself. Just focus on God. You'll be saved, And this is spiritually speaking, because we're all going to die. This life is not the answer. Okay, whether you go to heaven or hell is the answer. And that's eternal. Okay? So, it goes on to say, and this the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Now we're already having this national TV. So the end of times are here. We're there, There's no time to mess around right now. Now we should be focusing on God. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoever readeth this, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into mountains. Okay. In other words, the city is going to be the worst place to be in these times. And with this, the way things are unfolding, this country being shut down and everybody losing their jobs, becoming dependent on the state helping them out with unemployment insurance, which is no longer. Everybody's going to go on the streets because this governors and mayor and health officials are, the root of the problem is the corrupt media, okay? And then that causes the health officials to become the problem, because they feel like, oh well, we got to take action now. We're going to shut everything down. We're going to make everybody do what we say, or else. And the governors and the mayor, they want to look like heroes on national TV, and they're making themselves look good while everybody's suffering, And the reality is, this is the beginning of the sorrows. This is a day and age where things are going down. Unless these people change their mind and open up America, they will not buy more time, and this will be the time where it will be the beginning of sorrows, starting now. So, open up America before it's too late.